Hello traders, and a happy new year to you all. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas and a really good new year. I hope 2023 is treating you well so far, and I have a good feeling about this year. I think it'll be profitable, prosperous, and good fun for all of us. Um, First of all, I apologize that my lovely face is not on the screen today. I'm getting continuing internet problems in the new place. Unfortunately, nothing I can do about it. Nothing anyone can really do about it. Someone dug through an internet cable or something like that, and it's taking them a long time to fix. So I've had to find a quiet spot just to record a quick video today on my laptop. So not ideal, but I did want to get a video out for you guys today. So let's just share a few thoughts of, well, the way that the year has traded so far. We're only like a couple of days into it, but the way that we've been trading it so far and what we can look at in the near future. I'll do some more macro stuff at some point when we have a chance to do a live stream or when I'm back to my proper setup again. But just a short one for this morning. So you can see here on the chart that we've got this position here. Now this is one that we actually shared with the crew, and we've started off a new journal for the year here, and we can see this one, our entry at 16,636 and the exit there at 16,825. That gave us a pretty decent win off of that. Now this is just a little like $1,000 paper trade example account at the moment, but we're going to make it a live account and start to build that up really nicely soon. So this was the trade idea. This was all shared. We had planned this within the trading room, and that's where I took the trade. Offered this initial SFP of the lows, allowing for a couple more SFPs, knowing that it was the New York Open, knowing that we were going to get that shakeout before a move higher. But playing that range, looking for the target of the weekly level, the POC of the range, and the 786 up there. Okay, and what happened afterwards? We got that move and closed out that trade, and it was a very nice start to the year. So that is this one here that we're looking at. So, like I say, I'm not going to go into this in too much detail. But this basically, just to kick things off for the year, was the one that we were looking at here. There was actually a short trade that we were talking through that happened just before that, and there was a small long that I took off of the VWAP that came up towards these highs. So there were these little scalp trades that I had taken throughout the day when we did get that break of market structure coming back into your reference point, blah, 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 the wick space from here, allowing for a short opportunity that came back into the daily POC. The VWAP was holding. I was then able to get a long. I was looking for that high to get taken, never quite got there. So as soon as it stalled, that was the take profit one around here. And then that dropped and stopped me out before taking the main trade, which is what we were looking for, was a bigger move up to come into that 16,825 level. So as I said, when I took that, it was off of this initial drop here. And we can actually look at the order flow there. He had good volume trapped at the lows, but then, as Bitcoin loves to do, within those outer VWAP bands, it was just continuing just to kind of another stop hunt down here, and then a couple more that happened later on in the day. All of which very low volume, nothing really reaching below significantly, and that just, gave me an even better bias that we were just absorbing at that point, putting the brakes on before a reversal to give us a move up to our target. Now, I'm actually feeling like quite bullish at the moment. So although we've just had that as an initial trade, I do have higher targets, and they are quite significantly higher. Okay, 17,600, something you've probably heard me talk about before Christmas, and is a target that I'm still looking at now. Now, this was from our high to our low, and we were really looking before Christmas to see if we could get a move up to that to take us into the end of the year. But look, we just didn't have the volume. It dropped down, start to accumulate, start to absorb again down at these lows, and now maybe we can be looking for that push up towards that 17,600 level later on this week or next week potentially. So that's the main idea. Where we are currently, if we do just go over here, this is going to get a little bit messy, bear with me. Again, I'm working on one screen. So this is going to get a little bit messy, but yes, the POC of the whole range. So this is exactly where we are, and we're just holding above it at the moment. And also, if we do go into our more local range, you can see it's exactly the same level, but we do have the value area high here that is holding us down. So very important region for price to hold here to start with, and then let's see if we can push up. The next targets above are going to be that previous week high there at 16,961. Potential for an SFP off of that, then you'd look to trade it back into the POC, then you'd look for a move up to that weekly level, 17,078, blah, 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 and taking it all the way up, maybe to get a nice trending move up towards that major target from here. I think at this stage, if we do hold and fail to hold above here and we find ourselves getting caught back below, that gives you good short opportunities to take yourselves all the way down to that previous month low. But at the moment, I'm thinking that's the less likely of the two scenarios. I do think that short opportunities are going to present themselves fairly soon, but I think there's much better value for shorts if we can start to get people bullish again, because people will think, oh, this year's going to be really bullish. We're going to be looking really good. So let's get them bullish, and then we can look for those shorts back down towards the low 16,000s, low 15,000s, and potentially even lower. I will do a video at some stage on the macro, the targets that I have both to the upside and the downside, just very quickly to explain. Okay, if we're looking on the higher time frames, we've got a yearly level. Oh, it's not even on here. I'd have to go onto the BLX. If we're going to drop lower, all right, yearly level, 13,890 is really what I'd be looking for if we do continue to fall. And if we start to rally, okay, you're then looking at the POCs of these previous ranges. Okay, you're looking up towards 1920k, you're looking at 30k, and ultimately a rally up to 42k is not out of the question as we go into the probably the latter stages of the year. But that's a long, long, long way off even thinking about at this stage. To look at Ethereum quickly as well. Okay, we were holding that 618. Again, we were absorbing quite nicely there. We were looking for a move up to this one into the order block here, and that's exactly what happened. So we did have a spike up this morning that came into that order block. Didn't quite get to that 618 level, so we were looking for 1,275-ish. Didn't quite get there, but you've got the weekly level. And once again, I think this could take us up towards those highs, maybe a little bit later on in the week. Looking at the BTC pair, I was actually looking for Bitcoin strength more so than Ethereum strength, but I do think that if Bitcoin can get that rally up towards 17,600, then you'll see the ETH BTC pair start to pull back somewhat, and it will just lose that I guess lose a bit of momentum in comparison to Bitcoin on the way up there, but still looking okay here on ETH. As for the rest of the markets, okay, DXY goes for the same thing really. We're playing in a range at the moment, so we can see SFP of the lows coming back up towards these highs where we've been holding as previous resistance, the 2017 high being a really nice reference point for everything. I would like to see one more drop down, okay, into 102.5, and then I think we could really start to see the DXY rally. Now, it's not out of the question. Well, nothing's out of the question, but it's not completely far-fetched to think that the dollar could rally along with equities. It has happened before, but I think it's the less likely of the two scenarios. I think that could cause, if we do get a pretty substantial bounce, that could lead to bigger pullbacks across the rest of the market throughout the rest of Q1. And it goes the same really. We're looking at the euro, like that hit the highest target that we had really on our board from after we lost these lows, and we were looking for a big bounce off of this. That was like basically as high as I had on my chart. This is what I've had on my chart for a long time. So this was as high as we wanted to see it go. That's exactly what's happened, and I do think that a move back down towards that parity $1 to €1 level could be happening in the not so distant future. So I'd expect a bit of dollar strength after maybe one more bit of dollar weakness over the next kind of few weeks and such. For the S&P 500, okay, once again, before Christmas, we were looking at this move down towards the weekly level to fill in all the inefficiencies here. It tapped it perfectly. Okay, this was literally the day that I did the live stream. We just had that move into it and we were talking about this. And for me, the plan is the same, really. A move back up to 4K, 4,000 on here. That's the 618. That takes you back up towards your ultimate macro downtrend. And then we can be looking at, okay, are we looking at another bearish scenario with new lows, or can we get a proper breakout here and start a real rally to get things going in 2023? So Yeah, I don't think there's anything really too much more that I want to go over today. Of course, if you are new to the channel, or if you are interested in joining the crew and taking part in all of the stuff that we have to offer over there, we do live trading rooms on a daily basis. We've got tons of educational content. We've got playbook strategies that you can use to trade every single day, a load of resources. We're sharing our setups again on a daily basis, and we are journaling them and sharing our video explanations for all of that. So yeah, do come and join us. If that is something that you are interested in doing. I think this year, early on, 2023, a good opportunity to invest in yourself. And what better investment than to trade alongside the best community in crypto? But anyway, that is probably everything that I have to say on this situation right now. I will be back to the live streams and everything very, very soon. My face will be back on the videos again very, very soon. Just everyone keep your fingers crossed that I get a decent internet connection, because it's an absolute nightmare having to travel just to and find somewhere quiet to work every day. Nah, I'll stop complaining now. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.